We are seeing major confluence in several different areas. First, silver is squeezing. Gold is continuing to rally higher. All of this is bad for the dollar. Plus possible rate cuts, bad for the dollar. All of this could lead to Bitcoin having another leg higher along with Ethereum. Now, this is the Ethereum and Bitcoin chart. Every GameStop investor, you're going to love what I have for you for today's video, as well as every AMC investor and anybody holding altcoins or crypto in general. Watch until the end, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn post notifications on. We have the Ethereum Bitcoin chart right here. Currently, we are in a very similar setup to where we begin building higher, just like we saw January of 2021. Now, if we come and we take a look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart on a closer look on a 4-hour time frame over on TradingView, we can see that the entire month of January, we had this play out where Ethereum decided to take over. Now, another addition to this is the Bitcoin dominance chart, where we are finally beginning to fall, and coincidentally, we had the same exact thing happen January 2021. Now, as many of you know, during the same exact time frame, we had GameStop, the GameStop and AMC saga. Now, if things were to play out very similarly, what we would see lining up is August 31st, a big red candle on the charts. Same thing if we come and we take a look at Ethereum's chart as well. We had a slight pullback, and then following that, we had a major move in Bitcoin's chart. Now, I'm not calling for this same move. I want to put this out there right now, but we did run 560% on Bitcoin, and if we were to see the same thing, it would be to an absurd degree that people didn't expect, which would be 650K plus. And again, I didn't call for that. Now, this move down was about a 20% move. We're currently down 16%, and I will explain when or if these things will happen and what is to come next. But that would bring Ethereum up towards 22 to 25,000 if it had the same rally it had back here as well. Similarly to GameStop, we had a 130% move the beginning of January before a pullback, and then a 826% move before a major pullback, and then finally running 2,850% before selling off even further. Now, jumping into Ethereum's chart, we have the very similar pattern playing out that you can see right here, late August coming into September. And if we were to go and take a look at, I wasn't actually going to do this, but if we were going to go and take a look at 2021, we had a very similar setup where people thought we were in a double top pattern, but we continued to grind higher. Now, in invalidation of this for Ethereum, capital is rotating into altcoins. We're seeing that with Bitcoin dominance slipping and possible M2 also increasing, right? There are several signs that show the bull market shouldn't be over, but technical signals are showing us that it possibly is over. However, Ethereum, not yet at all. In fact, it's continuing to climb higher. An invalidation level is if Ethereum breaks back under 4,000, then you can get worried. Now, as far as Bitcoin is going, we are seeing a red week, a red weekend, a red past couple of weeks. And there's a couple of touch points that we can see happen. The most bullish case scenario is we get a wick down coming into tomorrow, Labor Day, as markets are closed. And this wick down takes us to a very important level at 106,000 or 106,500. And the same exact day, we get a major bounce off of this zone. If we see bulls step in here very strong, that is the most bullish case scenario. The next bullish case scenario is if Bitcoin held 103K, and then under that 99K. If all of those levels break, we are officially entering a bear market winter on crypto as a whole. But again, the confluence shows that we are about to enter some sort of short squeeze season and capital inflows coming into the most speculative assets that we can. There are other things to know as well. Some other tickers that we don't normally pay attention to are moving. First of all, the basket of stocks like Koss, BlackBerry, Sundial, Tilray, all of those small cap short squeeze plays that are hidden under the radar that tend to move in the baskets with AMC and GameStop have been climbing higher. But on top of that, today we seen Loopring LRC, a cryptocurrency, jump about 24%. And this also tracks, believe it or not, with signals with GameStop. So when that moves, we are likely to get a move here. Now, we also saw a sideways chop trading on GameStop. Many of you know that. Now, if we've seen the same similar moves, coincidentally, just like we talked about in a couple days ago, a video we posted a couple days ago, a 134% being the first move, 130% before a somewhat pullback or chop or consolidation would bring GameStop right around that $52.50 level, which is my expectations in the very, very near short term. Higher than that, 210 would be our 830% move, and then 670 would be uncharted waters that GameStop would get to. Now, this is Loopring correlated the GameStop's chart. Just talked about that. I forgot was bring that in the video. Now you're also going to love this. We saw a $10 million order drop on GameStop. $10 million worth of premium order size, 440,000, 22.75 a share. Now, this is important because what we saw shortly after this major print that we don't normally see in the order book, and you can see the relative prints to this. This is more than a 10x, the largest print that we're seeing here, right? Is a signal, a very, very important signal. And this is somebody purchasing right after that order block, that 10 million order block, 7,410 shares. 741 coming up again. Now, I believe that this is Roaring Kitty, and it is in his symbolic nature to throw a massive order on the chain and then drop that right after, right? That way we know that there's a signal. There will be signs, there will be signals. Very similarly to AMC, we initially saw a 70% move before a pullback, which would bring AMC up to about $4.75. And then people will say this isn't the squeeze, it's going to die off again. And then ultimately that would, a 949% move, which we saw back in January, would bring us up to 28.20, which is also coincidentally a nice technical spot for us to get rejected at. And you can see that right here. A lot of short squeeze plays when they run 600-700%. People are like, oh, you know, when is this going to stop? Is it too late to jump in? And ultimately, it kind of gets the top wick here and ends up never breaking back over. It will come back up and people will say it's going to go higher and then it will come down eventually. So it's a very interesting spot that we would get that technical pattern. Given I think things got out of hand here, I think they can get out of hand here as well. And that who's to say that we will stop at $28, right? I'm just stating what some patterns are showing us, at least as of right now. Now, on top of that, Bitcoin is still on sale. Michael Saylor of MicroStrategy or Strategy is saying, now this correlation to Bitcoin possibly wicking down to 107K, 106.5, coming into the end of Labor Day and then bouncing off of that coming into Tuesday, we would possibly get a very, very bullish market for crypto, especially coming into Tuesday. And then we would get that sort of euphoric squeeze season that we would feel through September, even though people are calling for red. I think if we see a bull market, it's going to happen September to October and then sell off in November coming into next year. Now, if it is a prolonged one and we are seeing a sell-off, you can expect the sell-off to last all the way until the end of 2025 before a bigger bull market in 2026. But ultimately, I expect the opposite to happen. Where I was going with that, let me see. Where I was going with that was MicroStrategy, MSTR, the stock. We talked about as well bouncing off of the 200 moving average. That would also align with GameStop wicking down to 106.5 and then getting a pop right then and there as well. Now, guys, if you are new to the channel, a lot of you aren't subscribed. Make sure to subscribe. Yesterday, we posted Bitcoin to 1 million. This will cause a super cycle. This is a very important video to anybody holding any cryptocurrency. I actually went over how in ETF loopholes and how ETFs, the new cycle is changed from the typical halving cycle in Bitcoin, and how an unlimited buying opportunity is here for Bitcoin from institutions that retail investors aren't really reading into enough. We also talked about a lot more in that video, so make sure to go watch that. The top link in the description of my video will bring you here. It's to join my Discord server where we talk stocks and crypto all day long. You get access to my trades, insider trade alerts from AI, as well as dark pool order flow, breakout alerts, option sweep alerts, and more than these. You get analyst upgrades and downgrades when they come out. You get immediate market news when it comes out, and you get access to a stock talk, crypto talk group chat with the best people. I promise you, these are the best people, best family. They joke around, they have a sense of humor, and they make money. So you don't want to go join a server where they got to stick up in the ass, and when you ask a question, it's a problem, right? You want to join the server where we have fun and we make some money in there as well. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Do you think we are, and this is a very, very important transition coming into September, because whether you call for a bull market or whether you call for a bear market, we are right on the tightrope as to which one are we going to hit, right? We're on that line where all technical patterns are about to break down, but all signals haven't flashed. So what the hell is going on? And most of the time when this happens, this causes a lot of confusion, and it's either retail is positioned and they've bought in and that they are sellers, they are exit liquidity, and we go into a bear market, or it's that retail is too speculative and they haven't bought in, and institutions get to make room for themselves before massive moves higher, and then retail buys in, and then their exit liquidity anyway, right? So again, make sure to do your own due diligence. I don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Buy limits, sell limits, take profits, stop losses, all that stuff will keep you safe instead, if you're not glued to the charts and getting 2-3 hours of sleep. But overall, guys, check the links in the description. You will not regret it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and like the video on your way out to engage the algorithm. Please, that is all I ask. It is completely free. And drop a comment down below. Let YouTube know you like these videos. They were talking about some sort of hype button to hype the videos. If that's there for you, which I don't know if it is, make sure to smash that and share this on your way out. Share this to your Twitter, share this to your TikTok or your friend group. Wherever it is, make sure to share the video. I love you all. God bless. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your weekend. We do have one more day, and I will be uploading tomorrow. That is it. Love you all. God bless. Lottery Socks out.